Live from NBC25 in Flint, this is Mid-Michigan Now.
All new tonight, as the city of Flint is exploring getting body cameras, we're investigating the pros and cons of this new technology. Mid-Michigan Now's Bria Jones joins us live now after speaking with the Mount Morris Township Police Chief about their body camera rollout. So Bria, how long have they had them?
Stephanie, Mount Morris Township police officers have been wearing body cameras since early March. Now, although the township hasn't had a single homicide so far this year, the chief tells me that it was vital to get this new technology given the current climate of the country.
I think a lot of people, in this day and age don't trust the police. I think this will help.
After George Floyd's death reignited the movement against racial injustice and police brutality across the world, Mount Morris Township Police Chief Michael Veach says he's hoping body cameras will help further build trust with law enforcement and the community his department serves.
I believe, and I think a lot of other chiefs believe, that there will be a nationwide mandate where all the police departments have body cameras. So we just decided to get on board early and start utilizing them. So when the night shift comes in, they'll grab one of their body cameras.
After receiving approval from the township board, Veach says in March the department replaced 11 dash cams and purchased 12 new body cams from Provision, a Michigan-based company. What's the biggest advantage of having these body cameras?
We have had very few citizen complaints since we implemented the body cameras. Also, it keeps the officers accountable, but it provides evidence in prosecution for certain cases as well. With
25 full-time officers, Veach says it's a requirement to wear body cameras for all interactions.
Traffic stops, 911 calls, accidents.
Veach says the cameras activate with a simple tap, and if someone forgets to turn it on, it can be triggered by the dash cam, sirens, or other cameras at the same incident. When officers return, he says the footage is downloaded into a server on site, where it's stored for 60 days unless needed for a case.
This is audio and visual evidence of what happened. It's independent. We don't change it. It is what it is.
What are you hoping that these little small devices bring to your department?
Maybe, people will start to realize, we're not hiding everything like people may think that police are. We're not trying to keep things from the public.
Veach says that people can request footage through the Freedom of Information Act. Currently, U of M Flint Police also have body cameras in Genesee County. I did reach out to the Genesee County Prosecutor's Office. They told me that several other agencies are also looking to purchase body cameras as well. For now, reporting live in Mount Morris Township, Bria Jones, Mid-Michigan Now.
Also tonight, the Flint Police Department just released the latest update to its citywide crime stats, and the homicides are continuing to rise, up 3 since last week, taking the city to 39 total for the year. Now, by July 18th of 2020, a year ago, Flint had 27, so that's a 44% increase. There is consensus among local law enforcement, city officials, and community leaders, though, that reversing the disturbing trend in violence must involve more than just policing. The community, they say, also has to be involved. Pastor Chris Martin of Cathedral of Faith Ministries in Flint agrees, saying before the pandemic, his church was a safe haven. He says it was open every day, providing after-school programs, tutoring, music lessons, and more, providing ways for young people to have constructive social interaction. Martin says that all changed last year.
Well, COVID took away our ability to congregate. It took away our ability for kids to get together and have social interaction. And so we've seen a rise in crime across this nation in cities, as many cities have not still reinstituted these basic common sense programs.
There are programs that cities could use COVID relief funding to get up and running again, he says. Now, Martin says that he has been, though, working with the Flint Police Chief, Terrence Green, and also Flint Mayor Sheldon Neely on some plans that he says will be announced soon. Could be announced soon, he said, actually. But he also does believe these are the kind of things that will help to curb the violence in Flint. Well, let's get a look into Bay City now through our Mid-Michigan Now Skynet camera. Always a beautiful shot there across the river into downtown. In tonight for Ahmed, it's our forecaster Ron Hilliard. And it was a pretty nice weekend, right? I don't think we could really complain about much.
It was very nice. It was pretty dry. We had the rain last week. For those who need the rain, we know that there's still some drought conditions across mid-Michigan.
Yeah.
Nice warm weather, very pleasant overall.
Yeah.
And tonight we had a pleasant sunset. Unfortunately, the reason though not so pleasant, of course, because of the wildfires out to the west. Now this is before sunset. During the daytime, we had those orange and red bright colors coming from the sun because of the wildfire smoke. Now, we also had those sunset colors very similar tonight, and the sunrise tomorrow will have similar colors as well. The sky conditions right now, we are mostly clear to partly cloudy across the area. 73 in Saginaw, 74 in Midland, 69 in Flint right now. Head over toward the Thumb, 69 degrees in Carroll and Baddox as well. Satellite radar showing that it is clear across mid-Michigan. Right there where you see those green spots, that's actually false echo, but not precipitation coming down to the ground. We are clear in the lower peninsula, but you see as you move up toward the upper peninsula, you see some clouds up there. Head up into Ontario, more shower action. We will get a chance of our showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, but for the rest of tonight, we have those temperatures falling on down into the 60s. Lower to mid 60s overnight for those lows. But speaking of the wildfire smoke that's coming from out west as well as western portions of Canada, that's drifting over into the Great Lakes, seeking into our area. That's been the case today, over the weekend, and we will still have it around tomorrow. But then things start to clear out on Wednesday. I'll tell you how things are shaping up for the rest of the week. Stephanie?
Thank you, Ron. The American Academy of Pediatrics wants everyone over the age of 2 to be masked up this upcoming school year, regardless of their vaccination status. The association is also strongly recommending in-person classes with a masking policy. The AAP believes a mask policy would be safer and more effective than schools monitoring and enforcing rules for only the non-vaccinated. The federal government has approved the COVID-19 vaccine for those 12 and older. But for one mother in Burton, she says it's not that she disagrees with mask wearing, but she doesn't think schools should be making that call.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind them wearing masks for the school year. It doesn't hurt them. I don't necessarily say it should be a choice, a parent choice. If parents want to send kids in there with masks and if the kids want to wear them.
If you want to read more on what the American Academy of Pediatrics had to say about this recommendation that all kids over the age of 2 wear masks in school settings, just head to midmichigannow.com and search pediatrics. Tonight, an elderly Flint Township man who suffers from dementia is home and safe after being reported missing Sunday morning. Over the last 2 months, we've actually brought you 8 reports of people suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's who've been reported missing. We talked with Michelle Phelan with the Alzheimer's Association, who says there are some things loved ones can do to try and prevent them wandering.
To get a routine in, make sure the person's staying occupied and has some structure throughout their day. And you also want to make sure that their needs are being met. So if they're hungry, thirsty, need to go to the bathroom, they might wander because they're trying to figure out how do I, get that food, or where do I find the bathroom because they forgot where to go to the bathroom or where the fridge is at.
You can watch that extended interview with Michelle from the Alzheimer's Association right now at midmichigannow.com. We also have a list of tips and resources that are available for family members inside that article as well for you. A dedication ceremony was held today at the Genesee District Library headquarters. This ceremony is in honor of former library board member William Delaney. The library's Board of Trustees voted unanimously to change the name of the building to the William F. Delaney Headquarters Library. The library director says Delaney played a key role in establishing the library decades ago.
He was instrumental in actually founding the library back in 1979 when the Genesee County Board of Trustees, Board of Commissioners decided to terminate funding for libraries in the county. Bill Delaney took up the mantle with some other supervisors, worked together for a plan to keep the libraries going in Genesee District Library in Genesee.
Grand Blanc honored Delaney for his years of service in 2019. He passed away last year on August 27th. The countdown is on as the second leg of the billionaire space race takes off. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is set to make history tomorrow morning as he and 3 fellow passengers travel to the edge of space using his own private space company. NBC's Gabrielle Jackson has a preview of this historic flight.
July 19th may just be another day in Van Horn, Texas. But July 20th will be one for the record books. as billionaire Jeff Bezos and his team travel aboard a rocket to the edge of space. It's the first crewed launch of Bezos' private space company, Blue Origin, and if successful, the first unpiloted suborbital flight with a civilian crew. Many who live nearby say they can't wait to witness history.
My kids never get to see the space shuttle launch, and I think it's a neat opportunity for them to experience it.
To promote young scientists and young people, young techs, entrepreneurs.
The New Shepard rocket will launch from a site in the desert just southeast of El Paso, traveling to the edge of space high enough for the crew to become weightless for several minutes. Then they will parachute down back into the desert, with the entire journey expected to last roughly 10 minutes. The launch is an important one for Blue Origin, which is looking to join Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic company in exploring the market for high-priced joy rides to space. Gabrielle Jackson, NBC News.
NBC will have a special report tomorrow morning for that launch. It begins at 8:55 and it will last for 30 minutes. A weightlifter from Gaza is hoping to make history in Tokyo as the first Palestinian to compete in the sport at the Olympics. Mohammed Hamada is 19 years old, and he left Gaza actually several weeks ago. That was to ensure he's facing no issues with traveling to the games. He secured his place after having participated in 6 international qualifying contests since 2019. Last May, he placed 7th in the Asia Championship and 8th at the World Championship. We are just 4 days away now from the Tokyo Olympic Games, and they will take place July 23rd through August 8th. And you can watch them right here on NBC25. Mid-Michigan now has teamed up with the American Red Cross and our partners at Sinclair for the Sinclair Cares Roll Up Your Sleeves campaign, and it is going on right now through Friday, July 23rd. The summer's already a time where we see a shortage of blood, and then the pandemic, that's only making things worse for the Red Cross and for the people waiting. They're having surgeries, transplants, battling cancer, or some recovering from traumatic accidents. This challenge is unlike any other.
We are collecting above and beyond what we planned for, but it's still not enough. We need more help.
You can do that. You can help by donating blood and platelets, whether you're vaccinated against COVID-19 or not. There's also a need for cash donations and volunteers. You can learn more all about this campaign right now at midmichigannow.com/cares. And so far, 338 Red Cross appointments have been made through their website. So thank you.